I find that my time is running short. I find that my time is running out. I feel like I haven't been the same for the last couple days. I feel like I've been a completely different person. And then again, there are some people out there that do have those feelings. People do have those feelings of differences, and most people like to work with them. And I have been living differences. I have been living within the difference. And I try to make it my own friend. And I've now realized I just wanted to get my problems off my chest, I think. And I think what the problem is that I thought for the longest time that my life was the only one that was so-called chaotic. I thought I was the only one trying to live a peaceful life, and yet somehow it's gone chaotic. I thought I wasn't the only one that was completely dysfunctional. No, that's not it. Not it at all. The problem is that my friends are not living the exact same trying to be peaceful life. I tried so hard to look out for them, and they have chosen a completely different path. I don't know if it's kind of like brainwashing in a definition. I don't know if it's just cold-heartedness. I don't know what it is. But those horrible friends that have destroyed my car, you would have thought that learning from a lesson like mine, you would have thought that they would have learned. They would have just learned their lesson and just called it quits. But that's just not the point. That's just not even the solution. That's not even the problem. The problem is that they follow in their footsteps, and then eventually it's all going to come back and bite them in the ass, I think. And I have tried numerous occasions to try to keep them out of this spotlight that they are traveling in. And I thought I could fix something for a friend to make sure that, just to keep them out of trouble at least. And you would have thunk, with my car being the problem that it was, you would have thought they would have learned. They would have learned their lesson. And now it's a lesson unlearned. And they will never learn from it. And as far as what I've heard for the last couple days, the very last couple days, and I don't see what could possibly work to really get rid of them. And I'm not going to get myself involved in it. You know me, I'm not going to get myself involved. But the problem is, they decide to throw themselves into that deep, dark abyss where she lets them drive her car around. Because, like, the only thing I can see is the same path that I've been down. And if she completely ignores what's going on between that, if she completely ignores that, what is she trying to prove, really? There must be nothing to prove, as much as there is trying to make friends. And I don't know what I did wrong in the first place. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know. I don't know what I did wrong in the first place. I don't know what I did wrong. But the problem is that they're not listening to anything that I've said. They haven't listened to anything that I've said regardless. And I just wanted to come across that for a moment in time, because it's so stupid. And I would like to think that their lives are gonna be, I would like to think that their lives may be a little bit more successful than mine. I would like to think more positively towards them. But it's completely degrading. It's completely losing my interest and losing my patience, like I've lost already. And I would just like to assume that they're definitely gonna try to make it seem like they could take care of themselves. And it's not towards me, it's towards everybody else. They gotta realize that they have damage done, and they can't come back from it. Now, as far as I'm concerned, they ain't gonna come back from this deep, dark abyss that they have put themselves in. They're not gonna learn a lesson. They're not gonna learn anything. They're not gonna learn how to improve. They're not gonna learn how to do this. They're not gonna learn how to do that. They're not gonna learn anything. And I just see this deep, dark abyss towards them. And you know what? Here's my point. Alright, let's get down to the point. Like always, let's get down to the point. Once they fall, they're not going to find any apologies. They're not going to find any forgiveness. Everything's going to be completely unforgiven. And the lesson is going to fail. The lesson is going to be left. The lesson is going to be left unlearned. It's gonna fade. It's gonna fade away. And then they're just gonna see themselves of how they are. Now, I'm completely dumbfounded. The thing is, and this statement's gonna go down towards them. Guys, I see yourself falling through this deep hole. I see yourself falling into this deep hole. And there's so many comments I like to make, but I can't choose which one. Well, first, let's start with the obvious. First, let's start with Palmerton. You should be lucky You should be lucky that someone like me is even standing up to you. Someone like me is a complete advantage. Because everybody wants to stand up to you. But you don't listen to them. You don't listen to every single thing. You don't listen to every single little thing that they have told you. Palmerton, we've been down this road before. We've been down this road since high school, since middle school. If you honestly think that this is over, oh, it's just beginning. I've wanted this war. But you see, the thing is, you guys have been bullying me, you've been picking on me, you've been judging me ever since I left. Ever since I graduated from high school, this has been the thing. This has been the thing. You have been rejecting me, you have been making me frown upon you. You've been making me feel like absolute shit and miserable. And you wonder why people are against you. You wonder why people like me are doing the things that they're doing. And it's been a long time coming for me. So I hope you've been sitting down, shutting the fuck up, and listening to me. Because all your bullying campaigns, all your cyberbullying campaigns, all your assemblies that you're having once every year, if you're even doing that, nobody's listening. You notice that. Palmerton, you've been bullying me. You've been bullying me, picking on me, frowning upon me, and then treating me like absolute crap. You have been treating me like somebody that doesn't deserve a job, like someone that doesn't deserve money. You're treating me like someone that doesn't need friends. You are treating me like nobody needs a friend in me. And Palmerton, I hope you know that there's somebody that is going against you. Now we go down to the original point. To my old friends. Now, I've sincerely tried to make them listen to me. Maybe not make them listen to me, but at least you get the point. You at least try to look out for them. You try to at least have their back on something. But you would think that they would need some sort of guidance. And all they've been really doing is ignoring my solutions, ignoring my ways, ignoring everything. And they wonder why I am the way I am today. Because you ignore every bit of guidance. And then try to say fuck it and go towards the footsteps of the other friend. I'm not understanding why Blake and Corey are really the friends you should have. Okay? I've told you the times I've had my car, all those times, something has happened, it's, oh, well, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do this. I'm ashamed of you. Blah, blah, blah. That's all I've been ever hearing. And you don't think about yourselves. You don't think that someone like me is capable of giving advice to the other friend? Look at the path that you're going down. Consider the path that you're going down. Reflect on the path you're going down. Because I have the most peaceful life than all of you. Consider the fact that they could drag you into the bottomless pit and then you could never come back. What if they crash your car like they did to mine? Or are they giving you more respect for your belongings more than they have gave me more respect for mine? Because I know it's old news, but a part of me isn't letting this go. And the old news, compared to this, that's not fair. That's not fair. That's so not fair. Because you know what? These friends are gonna drag these so-called friends, Blake and Corey, have literally drug me down. Corey has drug me down more than Blake has. But they're still gonna drag you down. They're gonna still drag you down. But you're not listening. So, whatever happens in the future, whatever happens, please God, let something happen. If something happens, do not ask me for an apology. Do not ask me for forgiveness. Because we're done with that. I've gotten rid of you for the sheer reason that you guys are just not gonna listen to anything that I've said. Not listening to me in any shape or form. You are just looking at the mask of Corey and Blake. Just saying. So, it's sad enough that I have to watch this. But I'm gonna be the one sitting there eating my popcorn. Because if something happens, and please God, make something happen. If something happens, I'm always watching. I'm always listening. There's always going to be someone out there letting me watch or having me listen. Because Palmerton has my full attention. And I have the full attention of Palmerton too, but I also have the full attention of yous. And I'm done listening. I'm done listening to everything. I'm done listening to everything. I please God. I praise that something happens. Because this abyss is not where you want to go. This path is where people like me have gone. And you're not listening. So if you want one good reason why I have gotten rid of yous. If you want one reason why I got rid of yous, it's because I am so done. But good luck on the path that you're on. You can work, you can have all the money you want, but if something happens, I'm not here. But somehow I'll be listening. And I'll be watching. Dysfunct out.